God bless you. Thank you.
Have you heard about the Judas goat? The Judas goat is a process in which you're trying to eradicate goats from an island. Well, the goats wake up. They get aware that there's a helicopter buzzing overhead and somebody's shooting them, and they all start scattering and getting scared. And it becomes harder and harder to get the last 10%. So they do this thing called a Judas goat, where they go and catch a goat, put a collar on it, and then let the goat go. And the goat finds its friends 100% of the time, and they mow down all of the other animals and leave the Judas goat, who then pops over to the next group of goats. So you're a real shitty friend if you're the Judas goat. Have you heard about the Judas goat? The Judas goat is a process in which you're trying to eradicate goats from an island. Well, the goats wake up. They get aware that there's a helicopter buzzing overhead and somebody's shooting them, and they all start scattering and getting scared. And it becomes harder and harder to get the last 10%. So they do this thing called a Judas goat, where they go and catch a goat, put a collar on it, and then let the goat go. And the goat finds its friends 100% of the time, and they mow down all of the other animals and leave the Judas goat, who then pops over to the next group of goats. So you're a real shitty friend if you're the Judas goat. Have you heard about the
In 1974, Patricia Hearst, the heiress to the media empire of the Hearst family, was kidnapped by the leftist armed group known as the SLA. 2 months later, Patricia adopted the name Tanya and joined the ranks of the SLA, participating in bank robberies. She declared herself a member of the SLA, armed herself, and even posed for photographs. After the FBI's armed confrontation with the SLA, Patricia was arrested following her year-and-a-half-long fugitive period. She faced charges of armed robbery and terrorism. Patricia shocked the United States with her statement that she was innocent because everything was an action carried out under the influence of SLA. Patricia's case became a prominent example of the phenomenon known as the Stockholm Syndrome, where hostages sympathize with or even join their captors due to brainwashing or survival instincts. In 1974, Patricia Hearst, the heiress to the media empire of the Hearst family, was kidnapped by the leftist armed group known as the SLA. 2 months later, Patricia adopted the name Tanya and joined the ranks of the SLA, participating in bank robberies. She declared herself a member of the SLA, armed herself, and even posed for photographs. After the FBI's armed confrontation with the SLA, Patricia was arrested following her year-and-a-half-long fugitive period. She faced charges of armed robbery and terrorism. Patricia shocked the United States with her statement that she was innocent because everything was an action carried out under the influence of SLA. Patricia's case became a prominent example of the phenomenon known as the Stockholm Syndrome, where hostages sympathize with or even join their captors due to brainwashing or survival instincts. In 1974, Patricia Hearst, the heiress to the media empire of the Hearst family, was kidnapped by the leftist armed group known as the SLA. 2 months later, Patricia adopted the name Tanya and joined the ranks of the SLA, participating in bank robberies. She declared herself a member of the SLA, armed herself, and even posed for photographs. After the FBI's armed confrontation with the SLA, Patricia was arrested following her year-and-a-half-long fugitive period. She faced charges of armed robbery and terrorism. Patricia shocked the United States with her statement that she was innocent because everything was an action carried out under the influence of SLA. Patricia's case became a prominent example of the phenomenon known as the Stockholm Syndrome, where hostages sympathize with or even join their captors due to brainwashing or survival instincts. In 19
Have you heard about the Judas goat? The Judas goat is a process in which you're trying to eradicate goats from an island. Well, the goats wake up. They get aware that there's a helicopter buzzing overhead and somebody's shooting them, and they all start scattering and getting scared. And it becomes harder and harder to get the last 10%. So they do this thing called a Judas goat, where they go and catch a goat, put a collar on it, and then let the goat go. And the goat finds its friends 100% of the time, and they mow down all of the other animals and leave the Judas goat, who then pops over to the next group of goats. So you're a real shitty friend if you're the Judas goat. Have you heard about the Judas goat? The Judas goat is a process in which you're trying to eradicate goats from an island. Well, the goats wake up. They get aware that there's a helicopter buzzing overhead and somebody's shooting them, and they all start scattering and getting scared. And it becomes harder and harder to get the last 10%. So they do this thing called a Judas goat, where they go and catch a goat, put a collar on it, and then let the goat go. and the goat finds its friends 100% of the time, and they mow down all of the other animals and leave the Judas goat, who then pops over to the next group of goats. So you're a real shitty friend if you're the Judas goat. Have you heard about the Judas goat? The Judas goat is a process in which you're trying to eradicate goats from an island. Well, the goats wake up. They get aware that there's a helicopter buzzing overhead and somebody's shooting them, and they all start scattering and getting scared, and it becomes harder and harder to get the last 10%. So they do this thing called a Judas goat, where they go and catch a goat, put a collar on it, and then let the goat go, and the goat finds its friends 100% of the time, and they mow down all of the other animals and leave the Judas goat, who then pops over to the next group of goats. So you're a real shitty friend if you're the Judas goat. Have you heard
Like, share, subscribe. Okay, Facebook is Tawab. Like, share, and subscribe. Check the sound, make sure everything is over. Oh, most high in Christ. Wow, I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm gonna go straight in. Okay. Shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahshua Rakadah to the brothers. Shalom, Yahweh Shemar Thumba Shem Yahshua to the sisters. I'm Precinct Officer Paratazar out of Yonkers, New York. This is the ISUPK, the Israelite School, a university school practical knowledge. Start off with 1 West 125th Street under Commander General Yana. And since 1969, I'm teaching the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. They are God's chosen people. First of all, let's clap it up for the Lord. Once again, this is Tuesday Brotherhood class according to the Bible. Let's clap it up. All right, we're gonna go straight in. You know what I'm saying? Because since 1969, ISUPK have been teaching so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. You know what I'm saying? Not only they are the chosen people of God, not only they are the ethnic, you know what I'm saying, Israelite group that's in the Bible. You know what I mean? Not only we teach them that, we also teach them brotherhood and sisterhood according to the Bible. According to the Bible. Once again, this is part 3. In the name of the class, can you priest, can you read that?
Are we ready to forgive our brothers? Part 3.
Are we ready to forgive our brother? Part 3. Because the last, you know what I'm saying, we was going into in Genesis about, you know what I'm saying, about Joseph and his brothers and what his brothers had done to him. We're going to give you a briefing. We're going to go to Genesis chapter 37. I think what I said 24, and we're just going to read through that real quickly. You know what I mean? So you could get an understanding of what his brothers have did to him. And also to let you know, because we teach this story because of the matter of fact, we go into our history book, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. We are going to the history book and learning this history right here. So we, you know what I'm saying, so we can learn from it and not repeat it.
Right.
Not repeat it. So we can learn the lesson of our forefathers that went through certain situations, and they have a, you know what I'm saying, and they was taught a lesson at the end of what happened. I mean, this is a true story. What, you know what I'm saying? What this is a great story about brotherhood, about forgiveness. A great story. This is for so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, thinking that, you know what I'm saying, thinking that a brother did you wrong, and you know what I'm saying, you don't have the ability to forgive. We're talking about, you know what I'm saying, we're talking, and when I'm talking about, I'm not even talking about, you know me, somebody, you know what I'm saying, I'm not talking about somebody who's not close, you know what I'm saying, who's not close to you, and you would do them harm. I'm talking to somebody who's very close to you, that you're waking up every day and looking at his face. I'm talking about that. I'm talking about that. So right, you know what I'm saying? So right now we're gonna go into the scripture and read this story about Joseph and his brothers and what they did to him. Start, yeah, what I said, start at 24.
Hold on, come. Genesis chapter 37, verse 24. And they took him and cast him into a pit.
So now, right now, his brothers, you know what I'm saying, Joseph's brother, you know what I'm saying, the 12 tribes of Israel, you know what I'm saying, Benjamin, Levi, you know, you already know, Naphtali, Reuben, all his brothers plotted on him. For what reason? Because he's more closer to their pops. Because he, you know what I'm saying, because he have a good relationship with his pops. Joseph was just going up there just to help his brothers out with their chores and the things what they have to do for, you know what I'm saying, for their people, for their family. And they had, you know what I'm saying, they had a deep anger on their brother. They have a deep anger. Matter of fact, go to, let me see here. Let me see. Matter of fact, go read. Matter of fact, go to 20. Just read, no, read 19 real quick.
Genesis chapter 37, verse 19. And they said one to another, behold, this dreamer cometh.
Yep, they're talking about Joseph, because Joseph was had a dream, and he told his brothers. He told his brother and his father. Read on.
Verse 20. Come now, therefore, and let us slay him.
That is what?
Let us slay him.
So now, you know what I'm saying? Now they're talking about they want to slay their brother that's coming to them, their blood brother that's coming to them just to help them out with their chores. Read on.
And cast him into some pit.
So his brother is plotting on him to cast him into a pit. So they see him from afar. And so they was like, when he come close to us, you know what I'm saying? This is what we're going to do to our brother. You can do anything to him. Read on.
And we will say, some evil beast hath devoured him.
Say that again.
And we will say, some evil beast hath devoured him.
So now, you know what I'm saying? Now his brothers is talking about they're going to hurt their brother. They even going to like unalive their brother, unalive him. Then go back to the family and lie to the family, talking about some type of animal did this to him. Some type of animal did this to him. Guess who was the animals? Us. Us. We was the animals. We was the animals. Nobody, you know what I'm saying? Nobody stood up and said, hey, what the hell are you talking about? And these is all brothers. Nobody stood up for that younger brother. Nobody stood up for him. When it's time for blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians to start standing up for each other? Huh? That's what we have to do. When somebody's in the wrong, you know what I'm saying? When somebody's in the wrong, somebody has to stand up and say no. But everybody want to go along with the crowd, huh? You want to go along with your slave master, huh? You want to be an honorary American, huh? That's American standard. Turn on your brother. Right. You know that's American standard, right, Priest?
Right.
You know what I mean? Backstab your brothers. You know what I'm saying? Lie to your brother. That's American standard. Don't deal falsely with your brother. That's American standard right there. That's in the foundation of America. Red, white, and blue.
Right.
All men is created equal. I got these slaves in the back. I'm selling them for $2.99. In the same breath. In the same breath. Slave owners who wanted to be free. You believe that? Slave owners who wanted to be free. Hypocrisy right there. We gonna, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna continue doing this. Continue doing this, huh? We don't.
And we shall see what will become of his dreams.
Oh man, they still, you know what I'm saying? Just, you know what I'm saying? Just angry for nothing. Backhand compliments. You see what I'm saying? Being smart ass and smart mouth. You know what I mean? Being smart mouth towards that brother who did not do anything. Who did not do anything. We don't.
Verse 21. Mm-hmm. And Reuben heard it, and he delivered him out of their hands, and said, let us not kill him. Verse 22. And Reuben said unto them, shed no blood, but cast him into this pit, that this is in the wilderness, and lay no hand upon him, that he might rid him out of their hands, to deliver him to his father again. Verse 23, and it came to pass, when Joseph was come unto his brethren, that they stripped Joseph out of his coat of many colors that was on him.
The coat of many colors that was on him. But you know what? I heard a doctrine. I don't know if you've been watching with Cat. You've been debating like 60 people at one time. You know what I mean? Slapping them up at, you know what I'm saying? Like 20, 10 out of clip. And this guy tried to make a doctrine out of the coat of many colors. That's how Christian are. You know what I mean? That's how this nation are. You know what I'm saying? Try to expand the lie. You know what I mean? Try to really, you know what I'm saying? When it said that we cannot date outside, because that was the discussions about. Israel is not allowed to date outside their race. It's in the law. You understand what I'm saying? It's in the law. So you're saying, can you go to the law and just say you can date outside your race? So yeah, you know what I mean? And the cat was just you know what I'm saying, just back, you know what I'm saying, slapping them up, you know what I'm saying, eating his food and just punching them out, you know what I mean, just eating and punching them out, because it's easy work. It's easy work. And then it's just one of them that brought up this right here, this scripture right here. You know what I'm saying? The many coats of color. You know what he said the many coats of color was? I know. I'm like, yo, did he just say that? Can the many coats of color be like a representative of many people on the earth? Yeah, that's what it is. And they build a doctrine around that. That's what people do. When, you know what I'm saying, when they cannot prove it in the scripture, they will build a doctrine the same way that our slave master built the doctrine of John 3:16. God loved everybody. Just remember, he's saying that while he's violating you at the same time. See that? Then guess what happened? We got used to the violation. Now we enjoy violation. Now guess what we did? We talk like the violator. John 3:16. You know that's dying down right now, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Not everybody talk about John 3:16 a lot. You notice that? Right. Because we've been cutting them. So they had to go in their archives and pull other scriptures out or whatever. You know what I mean? But these were just brothers who want to sleep with white women. They want to become white women dogs. That's what they want to do. That's what they want to do. And their slave master taught them, this is how you become white women dogs. God loves everybody. That's it. And why, you know what I'm saying? Why we talking about God love everybody? We're taking their doctrine. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, he's kicking our teeth in, and we're praying for them. You heard that? You heard when I pulled up yesterday with a family who Hamer. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When she was saying that she was hearing, you know what I'm saying? She was a civil rights activist, right? I'm just gonna give you a brief one, and then I'm gonna come on. So she was a civil rights activist, and they was having a march or whatever, you know what I'm saying, in the state. But she was giving her testimony, and you know what I'm saying, a testimony in front of this committee about what happened to her. So these, you know what I'm saying, American cops, you know what I'm saying, American cops, you know what I'm saying, came in and then threw the protesters into jail. Women, let me remind you, this is women now, women. The women, you know what I'm saying, the women jail. And she was hearing her sister getting beat up in the next cell over, screaming, yelling. And the person is telling her, can you say sir, nigger? In word, can you say sir? And she said, yes, I can say sir, but I don't know you. But meanwhile, they're kicking her teeth in. Then she heard that, you know what I'm saying, that her sister started praying. And she said, and the prayer was, forgive them, Father, because they don't know what they're doing. Is that, hold up, play, yo, Salaki. Play Stockholm Syndrome again. Play the Stockholm Syndrome again. Tell me you don't got that.
In 1974, Patricia Hearst, the heiress to the media empire of the Hearst family, was kidnapped by the leftist armed group known as the SLA.
Now,
2 months later,
was that right there? Now she got kidnapped. She got kidnapped by the SLA. Patricia Hearst got kidnapped by these kidnappers for ransom. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Right? You know what I'm saying? Violent people who's kidnapping other people for ransom. Play on.
Patricia adopted the name Tanya and joined the ranks of the SLA.
Now she changing her name to Tanya. She got an honorary kidnapper name to Tanya. And she started doing what the kidnappers is doing, what the violators is doing. She started doing that. You know, she started taking on the traits of violators. Play it again.
Participating in bank robberies. She declared herself a member of the SLA, armed herself, and even posed for photographs. After the FBI's armed confrontation with the SLA, Patricia was arrested following her year-and-a-half-long fugitive period. She faced charges of armed robbery and terrorism. Patricia shocked the United States with her statement that she was in.
She started, you know what I'm saying? She took the name Tanya of a kidnappers. She took the traits of, you know what I'm saying? She started robbing banks. She started terrorizing and bombing areas in America. She started having fights with the, started having armed fights. You know what I'm saying? With the authorities. Now, you know what I'm saying? She's taking pictures with them. She's taking pictures with them. So she's doing everything with these kidnappers. You know what I'm saying? She's doing everything. She's learning the kidnappers' traits. She's learning the philosophy of her kidnapper. She don't even think she kidnapped anymore. She's with him about almost 2 years. So she don't feel that she's kidnapped anymore. But she's in the midst of her kidnappers. Think about that. Her name is Tanya. Her name is Tanya now, not Patricia. Her name is Tanya now. Not Patricia. Later.
Innocent because everything was an action carried out under the influence of SLA. Patricia's case became a prominent example of the phenomenon known as the Stockholm Syndrome, where hostages sympathize with or even join their captors due to brainwashing or survival instincts. In 1974,
pause that right there. You go back. Stockholm Syndrome. You know what I'm saying? Due to brainwashing or survival instincts. You see that? This don't, you know what I'm saying? They never say that about blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. What about that sister that was in that jail? What was the reason why she started praying for, you know what I'm saying, for this American's police? Survival. If I say this prayer, maybe he would stop.
Right.
Because, you know what I'm saying? Because the same prayer that, you know what I'm saying, that this cop heard, his teacher taught him. Remember, these are all Christians. They're all Christians. All of them is Christians. He heard that prayer before. You know what I mean? Oh, let me pray for my enemy. He don't know what he's doing. He knows damn well what he's doing. Because nothing happened to him. She's still beat down and, you know what I'm saying? She's still beat down in the corner. What trauma do she have now? Huh? What trauma? Did she go to therapy? Or they just told, you know what I'm saying, so-called African Americans and Hispanics and Native Americans, just sweep it underneath the rug and just move on? Huh? You know that's what happened to us, right, Breeze?
Right.
Just get used to the trauma. Just get used to it. And guess what? The same people, after when they beat down her sister, because that prayer didn't help, they went to her. And they ended up getting 2 brothers to beat her down. 2 inmate brothers. Prime cut, Stockholm syndrome. Prime cut. Prime cut. They know why the sisters in there. They know what's going on in America. You know what I'm saying? What the so-called Negroes is doing. Negroes at the time. Remember, our slave master named us. Coloreds, Negroes. You know what I mean? That's what he do. He named people, you know what I'm saying, who walking around, you know what I'm saying, whose name have been ripped away from us. Israelites. The tribe of Judah. The tribe of Naphtali. The tribe, you know what I'm saying? The tribe of Ephraim. That's who we are. We God's chosen people. But yeah, they went next door and did the same thing. Two brothers. One brother got tired, the other brother came in. You know what I mean? And got the order from Joe Biden. Joe Biden gave him the order, you know that, right? Donald Trump gave him the order. You know that, right? America gave him the order. Instead of them just standing 10 toes down for their sister, Stockholm syndrome. It was the survivor instinct. You see what I'm getting at? That's what happened. So right here, you know what I'm saying? So right here, to go back to what I was talking about, our slave master have our minds. We have slavery of the mind. You know what I mean? We want to be honorary slave masters. Guess what? So-called blacks, Hispanics, and the American Indians also who were slaves. You see that? Stockholm syndrome. We love our master better than the master loved himself. So right here, so I just want to know what I'm saying, side note on that, because they even made a doctrine out of the colors of Joseph's coat. It was just a beautiful coat. Right. That's it. You know what I'm saying? He was flossing because his father gave it to him. I still got stuff from my father. My father gave me a hat. You know what? That doesn't look like. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't look like a Jewish little cat right now. I wear that hat to the grave. I still have it to this day. He gave me that hat 20 years ago. Like 25 years ago. I still got that hat. I still got that shirt and that pants and that jacket. I still have it. Because it came from my father. And I was proud of it. Right. I was proud of it. And that's what Joseph was. That's it. That's it. He's probably cool. Read on.
Verse 24. And they took him and cast him into a pit.
So they stripped him down and cast their brothers into a pit. Read on.
And the pit was empty. There was no water in it. Verse 25. And they sat down to eat bread. And they lifted up their eyes and looked. And behold, a company of Ishmaelites came from Gilead with their camels bearing spicery and balm and myrrh, going to carry it down to Egypt. Verse 26. And Judah said unto his brethren, what profit is it if we slay our brother and conceal his blood? Verse 27. Come, and let us sell him to the Ishmaelites, and let not our hand be upon him, for he is our brother and our flesh. And his brethren were content. Verse 28. Then there passed by Midianites, merchantmen, and they drew and lifted up Joseph out of the pit, and sold Joseph to the Ishmaelites for 20 pieces of silver. And they brought Joseph into Egypt. Verse 29. And Reuben returned unto the pit, and behold, Joseph was not in the pit, and he rent his clothes. Verse 30. And he returned unto his brethren and said, the child is not, and I, whither shall I go? Verse 31. They took Joseph's coat and killed a kid of the goats and dipped the coat in the blood. Verse 32. And they sent the coat of many colors, and they brought it to their father and said, this have we found. Know now whether it be thy son's coat or no. Verse 33. And he knew it and said, it is my son's coat. An evil beast hath devoured him.
So look what happened in 33 right here. Read 33 again, Dr. Shaw.
And he knew it and said,
No, matter of fact, go to 32. Shalaki.
verse 32. And they sent the coat of many colors, and they brought it to their father.
So now, you know what I'm saying? What they did, they dipped that coat in blood. They dipped that coat in blood. So, you know what I'm saying? To go along with the lie. To make a good lie. There's no such thing as a good lie. To their father. To their father. And he just gave Joseph this coat. Now he's looking at this coat, you know what I'm saying? In his bloody. Think about the trauma that's coming to the father. Think about that trauma that's coming to the father now.
Right.
His son. His son. He just finished speaking to his son and told him, yo, go over with your brothers and help them out with their chores. Now he got to see this. What's going through the Joseph's brothers' heads right now? Huh? Is this cool right here? Is this cool right here? Hold on to that. Go to Leviticus, I think is, go to thou shalt not lie. Leviticus was it 19, go see if I can find it. I'm gonna go to Leviticus, I think chapter 19, verse 16, if I'm not mistaken. We gotta go into these laws real quick. See here, see if you can find it. Thou shalt not deal falsely.
I think that's verse 11, sir.
Verse 11.
All right.
All right, come on. Can you read that, Bob Bishop?
Hold
Hold on. 1 second.
1 second.
Okay. 19.
Oh no, Slaki. What was the scripture, Slaki?
Leviticus 19, chapter, verse 11.
Yeah, that's right. Go ahead.
Oh God. Leviticus 19, verse 11. Ye shall not steal.
Say that again.
Ye shall not steal.
Read on.
Neither deal falsely.
Needing what?
Neither deal falsely.
Go on.
Neither lie one to another.
Say that again.
Neither lie one to another.
Wait, hold on. What did the brothers did to their father? Say that again.
Neither lie one to another.
So it says it right here in Leviticus chapter 19, verse 11. Says, ye shall not steal. We should not steal, blacks, Hispanics, and the American Indians. You know what I mean? That is our law. That is our law. This is what, you know what I'm saying? This is what the Christian church, the Catholic church, any local church said that the laws is done away with. But you cannot steal. Wait, hold up.
Right.
Whatever, you know what I'm saying? Read on.
Verse 12.
No, read the top of 11 again.
Ye shall not steal.
We should not steal, blacks, Hispanics, and the American Indians, because that is our constitution, the Lord's statute commandments. Read on.
Neither deal falsely.
We ain't going to say that again.
Neither deal falsely.
We ain't even allowed to deal falsely with one another. Puff Daddy, Suge Knight, took on, you know what I'm saying, taking on the traits of, you know what I'm saying, of these other nations and writing up contracts and robbing our own people. Huh? Why you want to do it? Do it like them. You don't have to do it like them. You don't have to do it like that. You can be honest. That's you know how they are talking about. That's why they call it record business. Because I mean, you know what I'm saying, in their head, which means I can rob you. Like what? Hold on. Why did you go there? Who said that you have to rob me? Where did that come from? That only came from, you know what I'm saying, people who love to rob, who have no moral compass. who have no moral compass. That's what the reason why they have this saying is, you know what I'm saying? People get sued over contracts and get unalive over handshakes. You ever heard that saying right there? Huh? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians? People get sued over contracts and get unalive over handshakes. You know what that's telling you, right? Because on that contract, it was all a lie. But when you have to stand 10 toes down, it was still a lie, even when I shook your hand. This is what's going on. Who said, you know what I'm saying? Why deals falsely? Why lie to your brother, especially? And you know that we, you know what I'm saying, we have been beaten down to powder. It's easy to hurt a person. You know that, right, Priest? It's easy to beat, you know what I'm saying? It's easy to go outside and beat up on somebody who's strung out on drugs. Us. It's always easy to beat us up. You ever notice that? That's the reason why, you know what I'm saying, we have to gangbang, because it's easy for us to gangbang on each other. Huh? Yeah, you know what I mean? Then we come up with concept talking about just because you got a red flag and I got a blue flag, now I got to fight you. It's easy to do something silly like that. Do something silly like that. You live on 34th, you live on 64th, I live on 63rd. Now I got to unalive you? It's easy because we all crush people. We all crush people. That's what it is. That's Stockholm syndrome right there.
Right.
We took on the traits of our slave masters. Now we became honorary terrorists towards one another. Now we became honorary robbers with our terrorists, with our kidnappers. That's what happened. But read 11 again.
Ye shall not steal.
Go on.
Neither deal falsely.
Neither do what?
Neither deal falsely.
That's what Joseph's brother did. They dealt falsely. They came up with these lies. Read on.
Neither lie one to another.
Say that again.
Neither lie one to another.
Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans never supposed to do what?
Neither lie one to another.
You know what I'm saying? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, who are God's chosen people. You know what I'm saying? The Most High God told us to do what?
Neither lie one to another.
No, we ain't supposed to lie to one another and finish that off. Go on.
Verse 12.
Yeah, go on, verse 12.
And ye shall not swear by my name falsely.
Go on.
Neither shalt thou profane the name of thy God.
Say that again.
Neither shalt thou profane the name of thy God.
We ain't even supposed to swear falsely to the Most High God. You know, we do that all the time. You know that. On my kids. Oh God, I just got baptized. I got dipped in water. This country, you know what I'm saying? This country had, force you, want you to disown your God, disown God's principle. The laws is done away with. The laws is done away with. Define the Most High. That's what we did. We took on the tricks. Now we're walking around with Stockholm syndrome, and nobody, you know what I'm saying? ISUPK is here to help you with that trauma. Because America is not going to help you. They're just going to tell you, go. Go. Go away. Get away from me. I gave you food stamps, right? I gave you this little hut to live in, right? You know what I'm saying? With 1,000 people around you, right? 1 million people live in 2 buildings, right? I gave you that. Now we're lying to our pops. We unaliving our brother. We say we didn't do it. We say that a beast did this to our brother. Drop that. Let's go back to Genesis. Remember what you left off? All right, go on.
It's verse 32. Mm-hmm. And they sent the coat of many colors, and they brought it to their father and said, this have we found.
This have we found. Think about that. Their brother. We found, we didn't even see him. You see what I'm saying? We didn't even see him. We didn't see him. But we found this right here. They all right there standing in front of their father with the straight face. With the straight face. We don't.
Know now whether it be thy son's coat or no.
You know they know that's the coat.
What?
They know that's the coat. They saw that coat. He wore that coat when his father gave him that coat when he told him about the dreams. They know that coat. And they try to act, oh no, is this? No, we're not really sure. This is the coat right here. It looked familiar. You stripped it off of him. You knew you know what I'm saying, when he was telling you about the dream, he had it on.
Right.
Come on, man. We don't.
Verse 33. And he knew it and said, it is my son's coat.
It's what?
It is my son's coat.
Oh, read on.
An evil beast hath devoured him.
It's my son's coat, and an evil beast hath devoured my son. The coat that I gave him. The trauma. The trauma. The trauma. For the father. By them not just talking to their brother. You know what I'm saying? Talk to him. You know what I mean? And starting a good relationship with their brother. Just talk to your brother. Go to him and him alone. That's what, you know what I'm saying? That's what you're supposed to do. That's what Yahushua told us to do. Go to your brother. All of them? Priest, all of them.
Right.
All of them? They didn't like Joseph? All of them? All of them. No, not one going up there, not even Reuben. I think Reuben was the worst. Not when he was the oldest, he tried to fix something with he tried to do something, but he's a mixed it. But why he's not stepping up right now and say, nah, Pop, that ain't happening? Because remember, Reuben went back. Yeah, he beat him up, ripped him up, you know what I'm saying? Gave him an elbow. You know what I mean? Help his brothers throw him in the ditch, but he came around and was going to pick him up.
Right.
Why didn't Reuben say, nah, man, you did something wrong, Pops? You did something wrong, man. You did something wrong. All this is a lie. You did something to this, and I can't find my brother. And when I went back to go get him, he wasn't there anymore. All of us is responsible for this. All of us. Would he be lying? Would he be lying? No. But guess what? Are you telling everybody the truth? You're telling the truth. The people who did the dirt is mad at you. It's mad at you. But you did it. But you did it. What are you upset over? Because you know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling the truth. You know.
Joseph is without doubt rent in pieces.
Say that again.
Joseph is without doubt rent in pieces.
This is that demon going into his father's head. That demon. He picturing, you know what I'm saying, the beast coming in and ripping his son to pieces. It's now the trauma is starting. You know what I mean? Now the trauma is coming in there. You know what I mean? Now his mind is racing. Now he's building a mountain out of an anthill.
The pain and the suffering that his son went through, and he was getting devoured by that beast.
Exactly, because he's feeling it. He's feeling it. He had pictures in his head. You know what I'm saying? I think at this moment he don't even hear his sons anymore. He don't hear them. That's what usually what happens. You know.
Verse 34. And Jacob rent his clothes.
Jacob did what?
And Jacob rent his clothes.
Jacob ripped his clothes, you know.
And put sackcloth upon his loins.
So now, you know what I mean? So now, don't, you know what I'm saying? And now a Christian, you know what I'm saying? A perverted Christian will automatically think Joseph got naked in front of his sons. You believe that? They would go there. They would, you know, they would pull that shit. They would make a doctrine out of that. You're talking about Jacob took his clothes off and got naked in front of his sons. They would make a doctrine out of that. Oh, read on.
And mourned for his son many days.
What did Jacob do over a goddamn lie? Say that again.
Mourned for his son many days.
Oh, his sons, this could have never happened. This, you know what I mean? This could have never happened. Only thing that, you know what I'm saying, Joseph's brothers and sisters, brothers need to do is just talk to Joseph. Say, yo, Joseph, man, I don't know. I don't know what's going on in my head. You know what I mean? It's just something, I got to fight these demons. You know what I mean? I got to fight these demons. You know, it just, you know what I mean? Every time you come around, I feel away. What problem is that? Them. They the one who have had trouble in their head. Those didn't do anything. And now it became us. We can't talk to our brother now. We see a brother on the street looking at him that's strung out on drugs. You know what them thoughts going through your head? Well, just get out of my face. Get away from me. Step away from me. You know what I mean? I don't want to see you. I don't see your pain. You're not a human being to me. You know that's what we do when we walk down the street and see our brothers and sisters strung out on drugs. You know that, right? You know that's what we do, right? We do that every day. And nobody said, yo, why I'm doing it? This person is already destroyed. Why I'm feeling this way? He just asked me for 50 cents. He just asked me for $1. And I'm angry at him? We got to check our spirits. Those are those demons right there. Whispering. You know?
Oh, God.
So hold up. So Joseph is mourning for his son for days. And guess what? Jacob is mourning for his son for days. And guess who's standing around the house? The brothers who did it. The brothers who did it. It's nuts right there, right? It's crazy. They right there. They see the mourning for days. Still not one that came up like, yo, man, I can't see this. I can't stay on this. I can't stay on this lie. I cannot do it. I got to talk to Pops. Integrity. That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for earlier. The scripture, I had the scripture too. Integrity. But this is, nobody stood up, but meanwhile they're watching their pops going through a situation. We don't.
Verse 35. And all his sons and all his daughters.
Wait. Say that first part again, please, Papa.
And all his sons.
All his sons. The people, the brothers who did it. All his sons and all his daughters. Read on.
And all his daughters rose up to comfort him.
Did what?
Rose up to comfort him.
His sons rose up and comfort their father for what they did. In deceitfulness. Fake tears. Same tears that America said that, you know, that act like that act like they want to help so-called blacks, Hispanics, and the American Indians. Fake tears. Fake tears. Come vote for me. Vote for me. We're going to do this for your community. You know what I mean? That's that politics. The ends justify the means. You know what I'm saying? This is what, you know, you scratch my back, I scratch yours. That's crazy. But nobody's standing on a moral compass. Nobody's standing on, you know what I'm saying? Integrity. Their integrity is negative. Negative integrity. You believe that? How is that possible? But that's what America do. Which means that anything negative, they stick to the integrity of the negative. Even though that don't make any sense, it makes sense for America. Because America will say in the same breath, all men is created equal. That's good. And they have slaves at the same time.
Right.
That's negative integrity. They justify it. Yo, how you going to say all men is equal and slaves in the back? Because we don't consider it as men. That's why I'm sticking to the integrity of the Constitution. They're not people to us. You're not people. You're just a thing. So you see, that was their integrity. They just explained to you, oh no, those aren't people. Men are created equal. Who are men? Us. We men. Us. That's it. That's it. That's negative integrity. I think I made that up. I gotta copyright that. That's American standard. American standard is built on negative integrity. Hypocrisy. That's what it is. They stick to everything that's wrong. Integrity. Right? That's the reason why, you know what I'm saying? This is a negative integrity. Jails, and you could own jails. You could trade jails on the stock market. You can make money by sending people to jail. Negative integrity. Not fixing the problem. No, we're going to make money to send people to jail. We're going to build jails. Oh man, we got this jail. We have this building right here. What we have to do? We have to put people in this building. How will we do that? Well, we're going to have to change the law. So we could get, you know what I'm saying? So we can stop putting people in this building and start an economy in this building. And they sticking to the negative integrity. Because you was always negative. Negative, you know what I'm saying? Integrity in the sense how it was supposed to be. People, you know what I'm saying? People build a foundation on that. So they think they're doing good. You know what I'm saying? They think they're doing good in their own definition of integrity. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not, I don't want to sidestep and make people, you know, confused. But that's what's going on right now. They try to show some integrity, but meanwhile, they're lying. That's what it is.
That's
to their son. I mean, to their father. Go on.
Oh God. But he refused to be comforted. And he said, for I will go down into the grave unto my son mourning. Thus his father wept for him. Verse 36. And the Midianites sold him into Egypt unto Potiphar, an officer of Pharaoh's and captain of the guard.
So right there. So now we know what happened to Joseph right there. Now we know what happened to Joseph right there. Now look what his brother, you know what I'm saying, his brothers did right there. So I want you to drop that. Go to, mistaken, let's go to, for blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, we have to understand, we have to start changing our philosophy. Go to Ephesians, go to Ephesians 22. I'm not mistaken. Go to Ephesians 22.
Like you said, 22?
Oh yeah, Salaki. 4 and 22. I'm thinking about the verse. Salaki. Ephesians 4 and 22. All right, we're going to start at scroll up. Let me see the Christ law. So then Christ out there, taught by him as the truth in Christ. All right, we're gonna start at 20. Yeah, start at 20. Start at 20. I'll be sure.
Okay. Ephesians chapter 4, verse 20. But ye have not so learned Christ. Verse 21. If so be that ye have heard him, and have been taught by him, as the truth is in Yahushua. Verse 22. That you put off concerning the former conversation, the old man, which is corrupt, according to the deceitful lust.
So now, you know what I'm saying? This is our brother Paul, you know what I'm saying, educating the brothers and sisters, you know what I'm saying, the scattered, that's in Ephesians. So he's teaching them about, you know what I'm saying, about understanding Christ and why Christ came here. And what Christ was doing when he was here. Because Christ only came for the Israelites. We hold that scripture. Go to Matthew 15 and 24. Go to Matthew 15 and 24, Bible show. Because we're gonna, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna go in Christ's own words. Because everybody talking about Christ came for everybody. So God love you, know what I'm saying? No. Christ out of his own mouth said this. Out of his own mouth, he said this. Read if you have it.
Matthew chapter 15, verse 24. But he answered and said, I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
What color is those words?
Red.
So now, you know what I'm saying, this is Yahushua, ignorantly called Jesus Christ. He's like, he putting a statement out there. And he said, he is not sent, but into the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Blacks, Hispanics, and American Indians, we are the lost sheep. You know what I'm saying? We are the lost sheep. That's who we are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And Yahushua came for us to teach us how to come back to the Father. He was the example of how to show brotherhood, how to show sisterhood, how to show motherhood, how to become somebody brand new, to dust off, you know what I'm saying, dust all that gookiness that you learned from America. Start taking on American straight. He's teaching us that. Because that's what our brothers, you know what I'm saying, our brothers that was doing in Israel, and also that was doing abroad, the scattered. Same thing what we're doing right now, Blacks, Hispanics, and American Indians. We do that every Saturday when we having camp. You know what I'm saying? We telling our brothers to come out of her, to change. You know what I mean? We're talking to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. That's what we're doing. Everybody hearing Hamites. You know what I'm saying? Edomites. You know what I'm saying? Elam. You know what I'm saying? Moab. All types of people is out there. But we're talking to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. We're on the same mission as Christ is on the same mission. You know what I'm saying? We're on the same mission. Brother Paul was on the mission. That's what it was. Because we following the directions of Yahushua, even called Jesus Christ. He's not sent but to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. You know what I'm saying? And he was there to teach us about, you know what I'm saying, about change. You know what I mean? About change. Matter of fact, now go to let me see here. I'll go to John 13 and 34. 13 and 34. Let's go to the book of John, chapter 13, 34. Then we're going to come back to Ephesians. So just heard all that. Because for Blacks, Hispanics, and the American Indians, we have to start showing compassion towards one another. And we don't know how to show compassion. So now ISUPK, since 1969, I've been teaching so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and the American Indians how to show compassion. And it's not up to you to show compassion. What I mean is, you know what I'm saying? You have to be taught how to show it. Because, you know what I'm saying? Because we learn compassion of our own vanity, how we feel. The Most High God is teach us how to show compassion to one another. We ain't got a choice. We follow the Lord's statute commandments. And the Lord's statute commandments say you don't have a choice to show compassion, and this is how you show compassion to your people. Don't leave it up to you. It's not in your own way. It's in my way, in my statutes, in my commandments. Because if it was up to us, whatever that we don't like, we just erase. That's it. We won't show no empathy. We won't show no, you know what I'm saying? We won't show no forgiveness. We're not going to do that. You stepped on my sneakers in 85. I'm still upset. You took my lunch money in 83. I'm still upset. You watching, you know what I'm saying? My mother was strung out on drugs and she wasn't there. I'm still upset. That's what? I'm 45 years old. When I'm going to get over it? Never. Because it's up to me. All right? No, it can't be up to you. Because if it was up to you, you're never going to forgive nobody. If it was up to us, we're never going to forgive anybody. We'll pull that scripture. Sure.
John chapter 13, verse 34. Mm-hmm. A new commandment I give unto you.
Say that again.
A new commandment I give unto you.
You know.
That ye love one another.
That you do what?
That ye love one another.
You know what I'm saying? It says in Matthew chapter 15, verse 24, I am not sent but into the lost sheep of the house of Israel. You know what I'm saying? You ask any Christian, who was Christ talking to? They have no choice. He was only talking to Israelites. That's what he was doing. That's who he was talking to. That's what he always been talking to. The Israelites in the country, and the Israelites that were scattered abroad. The ones who was calling themselves Gentiles. The ones who was taking on the traits of America. The one who was taking on the traits of France, in the UK, in Spain. That's what he was there for. Scattered. The scattered. Start that from the top.
A new commandment I give unto you.
So it said, new commandment that I give unto you. You already know, you know what I'm saying, when we go on the street. This is something new to blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Something new. They never heard this before. So it come across as new, which is old. This is old. Everything that Yahushua is talking about, everything that, you know what I'm saying, Asian people who even call Jesus Christ, it's all old. It's old. But it is something new to you because you even never heard it. You never know how to apply it. You don't even know what, you know what I'm saying, what I'm about to tell you. What I'm about to tell you right now. So this is Christ talking to his brothers and sisters. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians who are the 12 tribes of Israel. He's talking to the Israelites. Mainly, you know what I'm saying, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Because that's what he's at. You know what I'm saying? But you still had, you know what I'm saying, Northern Kingdom brothers and sisters, they were still living in there, but not as the bulk. But he's talking to his people. He's talking to his people. Because his people was going on. His people now taking on Rome. Taking Rome culture. You know what I mean? You're taking the philosophy of Rome. That's what they're doing. Listen to Rome. Romans councilmen. That's what they're doing right now. Read that.
Okay. That ye love one another.
And you do what?
That ye love one another.
This is a new commandment that I get to your brothers and sisters, man. Because I'm looking around and I don't see it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know the scriptures, but nobody's applying it. Everybody forgot about it. It sounds new to you. You know what I'm saying? That ye love one another. You forgot about this? Y'all forgot about Leviticus? I'm looking at you, you know what I'm saying? You over here swinging on the people over here on a Sabbath day. You know what I'm saying? Doing because somebody didn't wash their hands. showing no compassion to nobody? Did you forget about this? Did you forget about our Father gave us these scriptures? And you see what happened when we don't follow the scriptures. We see what happened if we lean our own self into our own understanding. That's what happened, blacks, Hispanics, men, and we don't.
Oh God. That ye love one another.
That you do what?
That ye love one another.
So a new commandment that I give unto you, that ye love one another. Read on.
As I have loved you.
As what?
As I have loved you.
As I have loved you. How did Yahushua love his people? What did he do for his people? He put his life on the line. And he didn't do anything wrong.
Right.
He put his life on the line for his people. Now going back, you know what I'm saying? Going back to Genesis, why did Reuben didn't do it? Why did Judah didn't do it? Why did Issachar didn't do it? Naphtali, why they didn't do it? Dan, why they didn't do it? Because they had that strife. They was leaning on their own understanding. That was their brother right there. What did Christ do? He didn't do anything wrong. And he put his life on the line for his nation.
That's right.
You know what I mean? They convicted a person that did not do nothing.
Right.
Because he told them to love one another. He told them to love one another. That's what he said. The way I love you all. I love you. And by me talking about love, the Most High told me about love. Because I love the Most High. I'm keeping his commandments. That's how I love. That's how I love. We don't.
Oh God. That ye also love one another.
That you also love one another. So the way I love you, you also got to love one another the same way I do it. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to put your life on the line for your brother. Put your life on the line for your brother. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what it says in, you know what I'm saying? In the Old Testament. That's what he just repeating is the Old Testament. Read on.
Verse 35. By this shall all men know that ye are my disciples.
So by this action, because usually the Christians talking about I follow in Christ. You know they always say that. I follow in Christ. No, they don't. They don't follow nothing what Christ said. They, you know what I'm saying? They go to Paul. They never go to Christ's words. They go to somebody else, not Christ's words. You know what I mean? I'm a disciple. How are you a disciple? What are you doing? Are you going to put your life on the line for your brothers and sisters? Are you going to be righteous? Are you going to follow the law? Are you going to be sinless? Well, you already know, you know what I mean? Everybody can't, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you know what I'm saying? Everybody falls short. Excuses. Everybody falls short. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can't do all the sin, you know what I mean? All the commandments. Everybody can, yeah, I know I can't do all the commandments. I know I can. You know what I'm saying? Because there's commandments that betray to women. There's commandments that betray to women. That commandments that betray to farmers. See what I'm saying? That's commandment that refers to people who have certain jobs that they have to do. But they say that they believe in Christ. So it says it right here. By this shall all men know that ye are my disciples. You know how you know that you are a Christ disciple? Because you're following behind Christ. You're doing the things what Christ said and do. He was our example. He was our example. Read on.
God. If you have loved one to another.
If ye love one another, that's when you become that's where you become the disciple of Christ. Love. Let's get the definition of love. Let's go to matter of fact, Matter of fact, I'm gonna go back to let me go back to Ephesians. I want to go back to Ephesians chapter 4. Now Christ taught us this. He also taught Paul. But you cannot, you know what I'm saying? You cannot go on without somebody's teaching you, and you have to take on the old you. You have to become something brand new. You have to become something brand new. And this is what I'm teaching. Read that scripture. Read 22.
Oh God. Ephesians chapter 4, verse 22.
Mm-hmm.
That ye put off concerning the former conversation, the old man, which is corrupt according to the deceitful lust.
So it says it right there. Start that from the top up, Kishore.
Oh God. That ye put off concerning the former conversation.
So that we do put off the formal conversation, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. The former things that we used to do. We got to take that off. That's the reason why you have to come into the ISUPK, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. We will help you wash away that formal conversation. You know what I'm saying? Help you wash away that formal conversation. That, you know what I'm saying? That old conversation that you've been having for the past 60 years. The past 20 years in your head. That's what you have to do in Christ. A new commandment that I get unto you, that ye love one another as I love you. As Christ loved us. And what did he do for us? He put his life on the line, and he was an innocent man. Are you willing to put your life on the line? Huh? For people who don't like you? Huh? Are you willing for that? That shows you a disciple of Christ. Are you ready for that? We go out there, we feed people, we clothe people, we help people, and half of people don't like us. That's the love right there. That's the love that we put out there. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's the checking your, that will check your spirit.
Right.
You know what I mean? When you're walking up and down, down the street and you're looking at your brothers and sisters strung out on drugs. You better check your spirit. Who is you looking down on this brother? Now you're running in sin. What did this brother do to you, huh? What did he do to you? Just because he had nothing? Oh, he asked for 50 cents. Huh? This is what's going on? This was going on, huh? Start that from the top of the show.
Oh God. That ye put off concerning the former conversation.
That we put off concerning the formal conversation. That's what we got to do. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, that disgusting conversation. That, you know what I mean? That we don't know how to talk to each other. We'll be a bunch of small addicts. You know what I mean? Smart mouth. Don't know how to talk to each other. The same way that, you know what I'm saying, same way that his Joseph brother did to him.
Right.
His dreamer of dreams. Smart, slick comments. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? I got to give it up for Priest and Captain Tazayak. That's being a great example.
Right.
That, you know what I'm saying, that he go out there and you know what I'm saying, and freak for everybody. You know what I'm saying? And meanwhile, they, you know what I'm saying, they have these smart comments. He's my, you know what I'm saying, him and also Priest and Captain Katazai.
That's right.
Because I'm looking at them, I'm like, yo, how they still cordial, you know what I'm saying, and not taking offense. And you know what I'm saying, and these people saying these smart backhand, you know, all types of stuff. Then I realized, hold up. Well, I'm feeling that way if they don't feeling that way. That's it. They're going to say it because they don't know how to talk to a brother. They don't know how. Nobody taught them. The Christian church taught them how to talk to a brother. That's the reason why they make smart comments. Right? They upset because, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Everybody's waking, you know what I'm saying? The Israelites is waking up and understanding the truth. That's why we don't really hear John 3:16. We destroy that right there. We destroy, you know what I'm saying? We're destroying all these Christian church with that white Jesus doctrine. It's white Jesus doctrine. It's white Jesus doctrine. It's slave master doctrine that they have. How dare you talk about you're an Israelite? How dare you? Why not? It's so bad that I know Christ wasn't white. So why, you know what I mean? So if Christ wasn't white, oh, his color doesn't matter. Well, what are you talking about? You still believe in that white Jesus. You still believe in that white Jesus. Oh, it's not about skin tone. What you mean not about? For the past 60 years, you had that white Jesus on your wall. It was all about that skin tone.
That's right.
Because what now I'm telling you, he looked like me. Now we have a concern. Now we have a concern. I'm letting you know, people of God supposed to only look like the Pope, Charleston Heston, Donald Trump, Joe Biden, you know what I mean? And what is that? Dude, what's that dude that played on the movie on the golf course? What is that dude? Alan Sandler or whatever, playing on a golf course. But, matter of fact, what's his name? Oh man, Jewish. He's a Jewish cat. He's an Emelite.
Oh, is he from Saturday Night Live?
Yeah, from Saturday Night Live. He's a Jewish cat. But that is the overall how everybody picture the chosen people and Yahushua, even because Jesus Christ. The only long as it looks like that, it's all good. It's all good. It ain't supposed to look like no Hispanic. It ain't supposed to look like no, you know what I'm saying, no so-called Mexican. It ain't supposed to look like no so-called Dominican. Nah. It ain't supposed to look like a so-called Haitian or so-called Jamaican. No. Christ can't look like that. Christ got to look like Joe Biden. And everybody is cool with that. Everybody's cool with that. But read that scripture. 22 again.
And what kind? That ye put off concerning the former conversation, the old man.
The what?
The old man.
Say that again.
The old man.
Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, we have to take off the old man. The old man that been traumatized for the past 30 years. That been traumatized for the past, you know what I'm saying, 60 years. That been traumatized for the past 10 years, all your life. We have to put off that. We have to take that completely off. All that Americanism, that American philosophy, that Stockholm syndrome. We got to take off, you know what I'm saying, the philosophy of our kidnappers. That's what we have to start doing. Start learning how to forgive one another. Start to learn how to love one another, because it's in the scripture. If we follow the Lord's statute commandments, we ain't got a choice but to forgive one another. That's what it says. The old conversation, the old man. Read on.
God, which is corrupt, according to the deceitful lust.
Say that again.
Which is corrupt, according to the deceitful lust.
That's what it said. So the old man, which is corrupt. The old man is corrupt. And according to the deceitful lust of that old man. That old man got a lot of deceitful lusts. It's deceitful. I want to get high because I want to get high. It's my business to get high. And you see, I deceitful lust. That's a deceitful lust. You know what I'm saying? If she want to give me, you know what I'm saying? If she's going to give it to me, I'm going to take it, even though she's married. That's that deceitful lust right there. You know what I mean? That deceitful lust right there. No, you always was a lustful bastard. That's what it was. And that was the old man. Who said, you know what I'm saying, why do it? Why treat our sisters like a whore even though she acting like one? Don't acknowledge her. Don't acknowledge her at all. She should be shunned and shamed. That's what we do. That's what we do. We got these rap, you know what I'm saying, these female rappers. Why all female rappers got to start dressing like whores? Huh? Why I gotta look at your breasts? Why we gotta do that? You already got millions. You can cover that up. Let the world, you know what I'm saying? Let your husband see what's underneath that dress. And let the world, when they see you, you elegant and you got nothing but diamonds on. That's it. Let them use their imagination, you know what I mean? You could be classy like that. You know she could change that. See what I'm saying? That old man, that old conversation. Unless she loved this world said that you gotta be a whore. If you want this money, whore out. Dress like a floozy. I gotta bring that whole word back. A floozy. A floozy. That's what she is. You know what I mean? They dressing like a floozy, but it's not their fault. I know. Your slave master, white Jesus, told you to dress like a floozy. That's right. Sorry, I'm gonna start bringing that back right there. Floozy. Anyway. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Get something up. You know what I'm saying? What is the difference of you putting on a nice casual dress without showing no cleavage? Cover up. Be elegant. What's wrong with that? Be nice and formal. What's wrong with that? Nobody don't have to see, you know what I'm saying, your nakedness. That don't make you sexy. That don't make you feminine. Because you know what you say, I gotta show my breast, you know what I mean? To be feminine. Right. What type of games is that? You know what I'm saying? If she could change that. She could take off the old conversation and become something new. And when everybody think about the rapper Gorilla, it's nothing but beautiful diamonds and long, elegant dresses. Look at that. See how that? She can still perform. Right. She can still perform. And all her dancers, the same, all her dancers got the same thing on. Well, don't look better than Gorilla. You see what I'm saying? It can be done. That old conversation. You know what I'm saying? That old man, which is corrupt according to the deceitful lust of that old man. And you know, Prince, it's not just on female rappers telling them that. You got female boxers also. Shields. What type of games you playing? Huh? You also got, you know what I'm saying? You also got to dress like, you know, a floozy. Huh? Who told you that was sexy? That's supposed to be sexy for your man, right. Not for me. Not for the whole world to see. Huh? What about, you know what I'm saying, the people, bring up, I forgot her first name. Shields, the boxer. What about, you know what I'm saying, they only think about nice, classy dresses and diamonds. Just like Israel do it. Who said, you know what I mean? It can be done. Right. You can take off that old conversation, that deceitful lust. Or be just like Joseph's brothers. Right. Hmm? And they, you know what I'm saying? And they justify it in their own brain. That's what it is. That's what it is. Who told you this is sexy? No, it's not. It's floozy. It's uncanned. In the Israelite school, university, practical knowledge, first of all, we got to clap it up for the hardcore sisters that's in the school. We got to clap it up for that. For the hardcore sisters that's in the school. Especially, you know what I'm saying, at the Passover, to the week. Right. We got to sing them the princess, You seen them?
Right.
They got the diamonds over here. They was looking elegant. Ooh, to the wheat.
Right.
Looking like true daughters of Zion.
Right.
Because they are daughters of Zion. Because they know Deuteronomy chapter 23, verse 17. They know that scripture. They know it. And they know they are daughter of Israel. And they're not going according to how they feel. They're going according, you know what I'm saying, what the scripture says.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They know about Leviticus chapter 18, verse, I think, one down to like about 6. They know that scripture. You know what I'm saying? Thou shalt see no nakedness, you know what I'm saying, of any near of kin. Know your people. Nakedness. Read on.
Okay. Verse 23. And be renewed in the spirit of your mind.
Say that again.
And be renewed in the spirit of your mind.
No, so now right here, we take off the old man, you know what I'm saying, which is corrupt according to that deceitful lust. Take that old man off. You know what I'm saying? We could take that old man off right there. That deceitful lust right there. But for us to take off that old, you know what I'm saying? Once we take that old man off, you know what I mean? Now we can open up for brotherhood and sisterhood.
Right.
Now, you know what I'm saying? Now we could talk to our father that wasn't there. Now we could talk to our mother that wasn't there. Now we could talk to that brother that trespassed against you. Now you could talk to that brother that you trespassed against. That you trespassed against. You know what's so good, priest? Got this quick story. It was a brother when we broke ground in Yonkers and we went out eating. You was there. You was there at the time. We went to Havana's. Remember Havana? I was like, oh man, and we came a little bit later. Ooh, to the weed. You know what I mean? But when we went there, you know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of brothers were saying what's up, but you know, that's where I lived. So it was my man that I grew up with. So I had the opportunity to iron out difference with that brother. You know what I mean? This is some high school stuff. Some high school stuff, right? High school stuff. You know, we've been out of high school for decades, right? I'm talking about 94, 95, 96. That's what I'm talking about. But it kind of like, you know what I'm saying, touch on my spirit when I saw him, right? So I pulled the brother to the side. He was like, yo, what's going on, man? What's up, man? Yo, everything was good. I said, yo, let me talk to you about something. So, you know what I'm saying? So I brung it up. Of course he remembered, because only the victim remembered the crime.
Right.
He remembered that, what I did. You know what I mean? He remembered. And all this time, and we was living in the same area. He's also from Whitney Young. We both from Whitney Young. I live in 354, he live in 358. You know what I'm saying? D block. So every day when he see me, of course he must have had that stuff in his head. Or you know what I'm saying? But he act like everything was okay. You see that? Because he got used to the trauma. That's what we did. We got used to the trauma. I pulled the brother to the side. I spoke to him, and I was like, yo, man, you know what I'm saying? I apologize for doing that. You know what I'm saying? That was, you know what I'm saying? That ain't supposed to happen. And all this time that went by, and you know what I'm saying? But now I want to iron out that difference, you know what I'm saying? That difference in your life and in my life, you know what I mean? So we don't have to, you know what I'm saying? So we don't have to think about this anymore. And he remembered that. And he was like, yo, nobody never did anything like that to me before. Say, of course I would accept your apology. Guess what happened? I gained the brother.
Right.
He said, of course I did, because he remembered that. You know what I mean? Because he was like, yo, man, even though it was so long ago, I remember that. I remember that. And I said, sorry. And I had the ability to piece that up with that brother. Because I took off the old conversation. I took off the old corruptible lust. You know what I'm saying? The deceitful lust. That's what I did. I start working that new commandment that I get unto you. That ye love one another as I love you. That's what happened. Read 23.
And be renewed in the spirit of your mind.
Say that again.
And be renewed in the spirit of your mind.
So be renewed in the spirit of your mind. Read on.
Verse 24. And that you put on the new man.
That you do what?
And that you put on the new man.
That's that new man right there. That we put on that new man. Now I'm going to let you know. The only way that you can put on that new man is come to class. You have to come into the Israelite school of universal practical knowledge. Come to class. Be around brothers who will be your example of taking off the old conversation. That corrupt, you know what I'm saying? That deceitful lust. You know what I'm saying? What it says in 23, and be renewed in the spirit, in the vibe, in that, you know what I'm saying? In that action. You know what I'm saying? You can see it on us. He knew I was sincere when I apologized to him. He knew I was sincere. He knew it. It wasn't no BS. It was brotherly. I was very brotherly. And he knew it. And he said he never experienced anything like that. He never did. That, you know what I'm saying? That right there, just that one inkling, think about how he acting now. Think about that. How he looking to his world. Like, yeah, it is some, you know what I'm saying? It is some good brothers out here. I don't have to think about that brother that no more like that. There's some good brother. He's my example. I cannot say I did not have an example that a brother came to me and apologized to me about his offense that he did to me. Can't say that. That brother did it. That brother did it. You know what I'm saying? He was wearing, you know what I'm saying? That was the spirit, the vibe. You know what I'm saying? Of your mind. Completely change your mind. Read 24 again.
God. And that you put on the new man.
That we do what?
And that you put on the new man.
Now it's time for us, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, to put on the new man. Like I said, you have to put on the new man. You have to come to class. That's when we're putting on the new man. We don't.
Which after God is created in righteousness and true holiness.
But start that from the top. Put on the new man.
And that you put on the new man, which after God is created in righteousness and true holiness.
So right here, that and that ye put on the new man. The new man is changing your life, taking off the old man. Or that trauma, what was going on in your past, and completely fighting against those, you know what I'm saying, those old thoughts, and cleaning yourself up and iron out all differences and not holding on any more grudges. That means that new, you know what I'm saying, that new man is following the law, statute, commandments. It's following the law, statute, commandments. Let's read what that new man do. Go to the classic. Go to Leviticus. Chapter 19, verse 17.
Oh, God.
Let's go to Leviticus chapter 19, verse 17. All right, Salaki. Read that if you have it. I'm still looking for it? All right, no sweat. No sweat.
Chapter 19, verse 17.
So let's talk about that new man, what he's going to do. Because the only way that you know what I'm saying, now you building up that new man. So now you have to learn the law, statute, commandments, how to conduct yourself. You know what I'm saying? Now we have to go into the law. You know what I mean? This is what your Christian church is not going to tell you. He's not going to tell you this. You have to go into the law. So it's not what you like, it's what the Lord's like. This is the new man right here. The new man followed the Lord's statute commandments. The new man followed the Leviticus. Read that.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
Say that again.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
Matter of fact, go to 16. Go to 16 real quick. Go to 16.
Verse 16. Thou shalt not go up and down as a talebearer.
Say that again.
Thou shalt not go up and down as a talebearer.
Thou shalt not go up and down as a talebearer. You know what? Gossip. Spreading gossip. That's a law. That's a law. You know what I'm saying? That's a law in our Constitution. That's a law in the Constitution right there. In blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. It's in our Constitution that we're not allowed to go up and down as a gospeler. You know what you gotta say? Yo, take that to that home. Take that to that person that you have a concern with. That's what we're supposed to say. Don't be spreading this right here. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. You gotta get checked. You can't do that. The Lord, you know what I'm saying? Our God told us we're not allowed to do that at all. It's in our Constitution, right here in Deuteronomy chapter 19, verse 16, right there. Are you breaking that, brother? Are you breaking that, sister? Are you doing that right now? Is that what you're doing? Going up and down, gossiping, talking about your brothers and sisters, spreading, you know what I'm saying? Spreading all this stuff that, you know what I'm saying, when they talk to you, it's supposed to be in confidence. This is what you're doing? Read on.
Among thy people.
Among what?
Among thy people.
You ain't allowed to be a goddamn talebearer among your people. Among your people? You want to spread this out among your people? You love your own man? You want to hear all the gossip, huh? You want to talk all the mess, huh? That's what you want to do. You're not allowed to do that. Not among your people. If you have something going on with your brother, you go to him and him alone, or go to the priest and the prophet of the ISUPK to solve that issue. That's what you're supposed to do. Read on.
Right.
Neither shalt thou stand against the blood of thy neighbor.
Wait, let's say that again.
Neither shalt thou stand against the blood of thy neighbor.
Well, now you're standing against the blood of your neighbor. Oh, really? Now you're standing against, you know what I mean? Now you try to cover up. You gotta try to cover up the blood, you know what I mean? You try to go that way. You don't want to talk about it now. You know what I'm saying? Now you're looking out for, you know what I'm saying, for the people who did dirty now, huh? That's what you're doing, you know what I'm saying? Snitches get stitches, that's what you're trying to say now? Against your own people? Huh? Oh, you don't want to say nothing now, huh? The same way that Joseph brothers don't want to say anything now, huh? Hurt their brother. You know?
I am the Most High.
I am the Most High. The Most High told us to do this right here. The Most High. The Lord told us to do this. Not what we think. The Lord. We're not doing what we want to do. If we want to do what we want to do, go to the weed. You know that, priest.
Right.
You know that. You know what I mean? Type of games. No, we don't do it. We fight against those sins. We fight against those negative thoughts. And if we can't, you know what I'm saying? If we're not tough enough to fight, we make a phone call. And we get counsel. We're not by ourselves. Two is better than one. What's wrong with you? Huh? What's wrong with us? We take off the old man. We don't, you know what I'm saying? We're not thinking as an individual anymore. We have a body. We're being unbrotherly if, you know what I'm saying, if you want to fight by yourself and you can't take on the fight. Type of games. We ain't supposed to take no losses. We ain't supposed to take no losses. Now you think, you know what I'm saying, now we're thinking as an individual. You're not going to your brother? No. Not allowed to do that. Read 17.
Verse 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
Say that again.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
I'm going to say that again.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
Blacks, Hispanics, and Americans, that is our law. We is not allowed to hate our brother in thy heart, which means in your mind.
Right.
Not allowed to. We're not allowed to do that. We're not allowed to walk around here, you know what I'm saying, hating our brother in our heads. What did Joseph's brother did? They hated their brother in their heart. Look what happened too. When they hated his brother in their heart, in their mind, they started plotting on their brother. You saw the build up, right. That hate. That's why I said, thou shalt not hate that brother in thy heart, because you're going to start plotting on that brother. You're going to start putting that hate into action. Now, you know what I mean? Now when you see that brother, you know what I mean? Now when you see that brother, you're going to do something to that brother. For what reason? You couldn't talk to him? Huh? You couldn't talk to that brother? You couldn't say, oh, I apologize? Or you offended me? You couldn't say that? You know what I'm saying? Reuben couldn't go to that brother. Judah couldn't go. None of the brothers could go. They all get together and have a, you know what I'm saying, have some strong drink and talk, you know what I'm saying, talk about certain issues, right, amongst his brothers. So his father don't have to go through that damn pain. That couldn't happen. When you take, you know what I'm saying, when you take off the old man and you put on the new man, this happens. This happens right here. Thou shalt not hate your brother in your heart, because you're going to start plotting on your brother. You don't want to hear what your brother have to say. If your brother trespasses against you and he's coming to you to apologize, you hate your brother in your heart. You're not even hearing him. That's why you're supposed to do that. That's a law, period. You know.
Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor.
Thou shalt in any wise to rebuke thy neighbor. Oh man. You don't want to hear him. You don't want to hear him preach. Right. You know what I mean? You don't want to hear him. Yeah, he did something. He did something dirty to you. It was messed up. But that brother took off the old man. See what I'm saying? He took the old man off. He put on that new man. And he's going to you and he apologizing to what he did. And you just like, you just close your ears, huh? Nah, man, you did this right here. You did this right here. You made me feel this way. Nah, man, I can't get over it. You're rebuking your brother wrongfully. He just coming over here and just apologize to you. You don't want to hear it. That's what that means. Your neighbor. You know what I'm saying? You ain't supposed to do that if he's coming to you to apologize to you. You're supposed to figure it out, sit down and talk. Yeah, it could get, you know what I'm saying, kind of, because it's two men talking, but it ain't supposed to go way left. You know what I'm saying? You completely not hearing the brother. That's what he's saying. You rebuking, yes. You acknowledging, but he's acknowledging what you're saying. He acknowledging what he did wrong. He acknowledging, you know what I'm saying, that he made you feel that way. He acknowledging that. And you're like, nah, man, I'm trying to hear it. But he's trying to fix it at that moment in time. And you just turned your ears. So that's why it says it right there. It's in our law. That's the law. You're not allowed to do that. We don't.
And not suffer sin upon him.
And do what?
And not suffer sin upon him.
Not suffer sin upon that brother. I hope something bad happens to him. I hope he get, you know what I'm saying, get what he, I hope he somebody do something to him the way that he did it to me. He's trying to apologize to you. That's what he's trying to do. And you want him to get hit by a truck. But he's trying to apologize to you. You want, you know what I'm saying? You want him to be unalive. He was trying to apologize to you. That's what you're doing. Now you suffer sin upon him, but guess what? Let's say that he never came to you. Let's say that he never came to you, right? He never tried to apologize or anything to you. See what I'm saying? You're still not allowed to do that.
Right.
To your own people. Not allowed to do that to your own people. Because guess who didn't do it? Christ.
That's
And he was innocent. He the one who said, forgive them, Father. They don't know what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? That's what we say in the Lord's Prayer. You know what I mean? We say that in the Lord's Prayer. Right there. You know what I mean? That's brotherhood in that prayer. That forgiveness. Read on.
God, verse 18. Thou shalt not avenge.
Thou shalt what?
Thou shalt not avenge.
Say that again.
Thou shalt not avenge.
That's in our Constitution. Thou shalt not avenge. We're not allowed to avenge blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Our own nation. We're not allowed to do that. We don't have time to do it anyway. World War III is about to start getting cracking. And we over here sitting there want to get fighting against each other, holding grudges, avenging each other. Come on, we ain't got time. We over here partying for nothing. There's nothing came out. There's no moral teaching come out of the Puerto Rican Day Parade. There's no moral teaching come out of the African Day Parade. African American Day Parade. No more. There's nothing there. There's no cultural thing. There's none of this right here that we all have to abide by. You know what I'm saying? The Most High God gave us this. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. What is coming out? You know what I'm saying? What come out the Puerto Rican Day Parade? How to hold out our sister? That's what come out? While we dancing? How to touch and do this and do that? What's good come out of that? That everybody says, this is what we're going to do. And it's not coming from me, it's coming from God. Israel loved to party.
right.
That's one thing. Israel will find any reason to party. We all know that. Move to the we. Any reason. You know what I'm saying? Whatever our slave master, wherever white Jesus says, it's all good.
Right.
It's all good. This is the day that you're gonna have. You're gonna have your day right here.
Right.
See?
Getting private.
I'm going to that. I'm going to that right there. Because right after you know what I'm saying? So now the Puerto Rican Day Parade is synonymous with the Pride Parade. Oh, yes, it is. It's only a week apart. You saw them at the Puerto Rican, they're going to the Pride Parade next week. What type of country is this? Everybody want to get something, huh? Everybody, you know what I mean? Matter of fact, give me go to oh man, just Revelation. Just had a Revelation. They drunk of a whoredoms. The nation that drunk their whoredoms. Look at that. That's what's going on in America. That's what America is.
Revelation chapter 18, verse 3.
Oh, he's on it. Go on.
For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
Well, matter of fact, start from 2. Start from 3, Bible Show. Oh, that went on side 2, slide.
Verse 2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and it's become the habitation of devils.
Say that again.
And it's become the habitation of devils.
Oh, it become the habitation of deceivers. That's what America is. It's a bunch of goddamn deceivers. Read on.
Done. And the hold of every foul spirit.
And the what?
And the hold of every foul spirit.
The pride parade. Say that again.
And the hold of every foul spirit.
The pride parade. Say that again.
And the hold of every foul spirit.
No, they whoredom. Say that again.
And the hold of every foul spirit.
Lewdness. Say that again.
And the hold of every foul spirit.
You know what I'm saying? Little children walking around looking at adults that have no clothes on. Say that again.
And the hold of every foul spirit.
And the hold of every foul spirit. What is the spirit? That vibe. You know what I'm saying? You can see it on them. You see when they're walking around. They have the, you know what I'm saying? They in the pride spirit. The disgustingness. They in that disgustingness spirit. Anything goes, you know that. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Anything goes, huh? And we took on blacks, Hispanics, and the American Indians. This is the spirit that we're going to take on? Huh? We don't.
Done. In the cage of every unclean and hateful bird.
Say that again? That's good.
In the cage of every unclean and hateful bird.
Oh, in the cage of every unclean. Unclean got to be dirty, right? That's a dirty spirit. A very unclean spirit. Something, you know what I mean? Something that loves to be dirty and hateful. You know what I'm saying? A hateful bird. Flying, you know what I'm saying? Flying hateful and unclean. That's how they get down. They're flying hateful and unclean. That's how they get down. That's what they are. They got that spirit on. That, you know what I'm saying? That type of, you know what I mean? That unclean spirit. Real.
Verse 3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath.
Say that again.
For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath.
So-called Hispanics. Say that again.
For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath.
Israelites, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. We want to drink from that. You know what I'm saying? We want to, you know what I'm saying? For all nations have drunk of the wine. Because I'm only talking to blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. But we know all these nations have drunk, you know what I'm saying? Have drunk of the wine of wrath. Read on.
Of her fornication.
Of a what?
Of her fornication.
Of a porno industry. Say that again.
Of her fornication.
Taking pictures of naked babies on pamper boxes. Say that again.
Of her fornication.
Women walking around with little band-aids on their areolas. Say that again.
Of her fornication.
You know what I'm saying? Men walking around with no shirt on. You know what I'm saying? With just little speedies on. Say that again.
Of her fornication.
That's fornication right there. Of her fornication. Who is her? That's the American right there. That's America right there. That's the her. Her fornication. Read on.
And the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her.
Oh man, we know the nations on this earth love, you know what I'm saying? Love America. Love America. Oh, they love it. You know what I mean? And they try to mimic what America do. You know.
And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich.
Say that again.
And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich.
Oh man, the buyers, you know what I'm saying? The sellers, you know what I'm saying? The commerce with the other nations. Oh, they wax rich right there. America is making them rich. Oh, with this, you know what I'm saying? With this fornication country. You know.
Through the abundance of her delicacies.
Through the what?
Through the abundance of her delicacies.
Through the abundance of her disgustingness. That's the delicacies right there. You know what I mean? That's the deceitfulness of right there. That's the white Jesus doctrine. God's love for everybody. Come as you are. You know what I'm saying? It's all good over here. That's the reason why your man, you know what I'm saying? Your son becomes your mother, and your mother and your daughter becomes your father. That's the delicacies right there. Blacks, Hispanics, and the Americans. Don't you think it's, you can drop that? Don't you think it's by time for us to start forgiving each other? to take over, you know what I'm saying, to not fall into the delicacy, the disgustingness of this country. Don't act like the way Joseph, you know what I'm saying, Joseph's brother did to him. But we're gonna have to make a part 4. I see, yeah, I'm looking at the time right here. We definitely gotta make a part 4. But we're gonna go into one of the last scriptures right here. Let's see here. Let's go to matter of fact, let's go to 1 John 4:20. That'll be my last one. 1 John 4:20. Let's go into that right there. Let's go into the love of the Most High, you know what I'm saying, of the Most High God. All right? So 1 John 4:20. Because this is for blacks experiencing the American Indians. You know, because we can't talk about that we love the Most High God. Because everybody talking about they love the Most High God. They love God. You hear the Christians say it all the time. We love God. You hear the gangbangers talking about they love God, especially when they get shot in the arm or someplace. They love God so much. You know that. You love God so much. Well, you read about the show when you have it.
Khan. 1 John chapter 4 verse 20.
Mm-hmm.
If a man say, I love God.
If a man says that I love God, blacks, Hispanics, and American Indians. So if one of our brothers said they love God, we don't.
And hated his brother.
And do what?
And hateth his brother.
He loved God but hates his brother. He loved God but can't forgive his brother. He loved God and holding grudges towards his brother. He loved God and he's robbing his brother. He loved God and selling drugs to his brother. He loved God and making whores out of his brothers, sisters. But he loves God. But he loves God. We don't.
He is a liar.
He's a what?
He is a liar.
He, you know what I'm saying? Say, you love God, but hate your brother. You are a what?
He is a
The
liar.
Christian church is what?
He is a liar.
The Catholic church is what?
He is a
The
liar.
Muslim church is what?
He is a liar.
Drug dealers are what?
He is a
You know
liar.
what I'm saying? Let me see. Gang banging is what?
He is a liar.
Read on.
For he that loveth not his brother, whom he hath seen,
Go on.
how can he love God, whom he hath not seen?
So it says right here. For he that loveth not his brother, let me see right here, blah, 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 blah. And it's a liar. For he that loveth not his brother, who he has seen. So now, you know what I'm saying? So for he that loved not his brother, who he has seen. So you're talking about, yeah, but you're looking at your brother right there. You're staring at your brother. You run into your brother every day. You see your sister every day. You see your mother every day. You see your father every day. You see your cousin, your aunt, your uncle every day. You see them. And you don't like them. You're not ironing out your differences with your brother. You're not learning how to love your brother. The same way that, you know what I'm saying? The same way that, of course, you know what I'm saying? Joseph's brother, they love God. They know that in the chosen line. They know it. Jacob is right there. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He's right there. He's right there. They know the history. They know the history. Priests, they know the history.
Right.
You know they all love God. You know that, right? Off the top. Off the top. They all got circumcised. They all know the ritual. You know what I'm saying? They all know everything. They know it. They know it. They know God is with them. They know that. Because their pops is right there. Jacob was right there. Their father, literally. You can't say that you love God and hate your brother.
Right.
You can't say that. You can't say that you love God and unalive your brother because, you know what I'm saying, he got on blue and you got on red. Because, you know what I'm saying, you're a Latin king and he's an M13. What moral compass come out of these groups? Nothing but vanity. Nothing but Stockholm syndrome. Nothing but brothers who's hurt.
Right.
That's it. Read on.
Okay, verse 21. And this commandment have we from him, that he who loveth God, love his brother also.
He that loveth God, love his brother also. It says it right here. Yeah. How can he love God? Oh no. Matter of fact, read 20 again. It's locked. Read 20 again.
Okay. If a man say, I love God, and hateth his brother, he is a liar.
Go on.
For he that loveth not his brother, whom he hath seen,
Go on.
how can he love God, whom he hath not seen?
So he never saw God before. He's looking at his brother, talking about, I don't like him. But he never saw God to say also, to, you know what I mean? Talking about, I love God. How is this possible? Read on.
Okay, verse 21. And this commandment.
What?
And this commandment have we from him.
Have we from him. Who's the him? Who's the him? The him is the most high. You say, and this commandment have we from him. The most high. Read.
That he who loveth God.
That he who loveth God. He who loveth God, say it.
That he who loveth God, love his brother also.
That who loveth God, love his brother also. And then you go to 1 John 5 and 3. You know what I'm saying? This is the love of God, that you keep my commandments, and my commandments not grievous. And where's the commandments? That's where? Leviticus chapter 19, verse 17 through 18, right there. Thou shalt not hate your brother in thy heart. Do you peep that? And with that, I'm preaching officer Paratazar out of Yonkers, New York. And this is the Israelite School of University School Practical Knowledge. Started off at 1 West 125th Street under Commander Junior Honor. And since 1969, we're teaching the so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. They are God's chosen people. You know what I'm saying? Go to ISUPK.com. We have food drive, prison programs. We have coat drive. Right now, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna go to Juneteenth up in Buffalo. You know what I'm saying? The brothers and sisters gonna be rocking and rolling with a food drive, with a coat drive, and and teach our brothers and sisters about brotherhood, about sisterhood, and about this scripture right here. You cannot say that you love God and hate your brother. You are a liar. You are a liar. We're going to teach our brothers and sisters in Buffalo how to love one another so they can come back to the Most High God. And with that, I'm going to pass the class over to priest and officer of 500, Shahar.
Clap it up for the class. ISUPK security announcements. We are the ISUPK, starting out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Room for new brother and sister. When the new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers chapter 18, verse 21, and Malachi chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. Means tenth in a Hebrew, ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Most High gives you give to the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations, which June the 17th will be the end of the Feast of First Fruits. Or any upcoming high holy day or ISUPK function, make sure you look on the back of your bulletin board for further updates or go to the ISUPK website, which is isupk.com. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, men of Israel, Ahmadiyya, which means to stand. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Ahmadiyya, Ahmadiyya, Barak, Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh, Shabbat, which means top, which means hands down.